So I would like to go to the second part of the speech. That is the very brief introduction to all of you if you are not familiar with China's emergency management system. Actually, when we talk about the China's government emergency response, four major catastrophes are very important to mention. One is the February 2008 South China snowstorm. There is not so many people died, only 115, but the economic loss is huge. It's 16 billion US dollars. Pardon me, please. When we think about this disaster, we will think about some of the shortcomings from the China point. One is the lack of response plan, lack of the warning and forecasting system, and lack of emergency materials. The second one is the Wenchuan earthquake. And when the earthquake happened, the premier wing of the government, the China government, went to the disaster areas and organized team to deal with the earthquake. So there are some improvement of that disaster after that disaster. Some lessons we learned from the snowstorm and the Wenchuan earthquake could be utilized into the Yushu earthquake. In the Yushu earthquake in this year, in April, we have a better response plans. We have good emergency materials, move more quickly to the disaster zones. And also the information sharing and the commanding system has been improved. But when we talk about August this year, the disaster in Zhouqu, that is a mudslide. We find that the new disaster always bring challenges to the government. None of us were imagining that some of the research has shown that after the big earthquake there will be landslide or mudslide, but we don't imagine so heavy the catastrophe is. So we lack of the response plans, and we don't have the efficient warning and forecasting systems for that. And after we look at some of the disasters in China, we will see that the government would like to build a nationwide emergency management system to deal with all these natural disasters and man-made disasters. That is President Hu. The speech from him shows that prevention first is the key concept to all the disaster and emergency management teams in China. And there are four category disasters called natural disasters, accidental calamities, public health accidents, and public security accidents. That's the four categories with the loss of the casualties and also economic loss. So the premier win in the year 2006 to now, we spent 5 years to build the whole system. Like in the States and some other countries, in China we have alerting levels. We have four there. The most serious is the red level, the red, orange, yellow, and blue. And altogether in China, from the year 2005, that is when the first response plan was initiated, to now, there are altogether 2.4 million response plans, including the general response plans, special response plans, departmental response plans, provincial, and business unit and activity response plans.